Hello, my name is Corey Amanda and my title is Pilot Scale Takakura Composting of Food Waste, Greenhouse Gases Emission Analysis. So, for my proposal presentation, under 1.0 Introduction, let's begin with 1.1 Research Background. Approximately 16,000 of food waste are generated each day in Malaysia. Even though food waste is biodegradable and has excellent potential for composting, food waste influences the environment in several ways, including greenhouse gases, climate change, land use, water consumption, and biodiversity loss. Food waste degrades and creates methane in landfill, a potent greenhouse gases that contributes to environmental degradation and climate change. Composting is a natural way to recycle and reduce food waste. Composting also helps to reduce the release of methane and greenhouse gases into the atmosphere due to waste burning or landfilling. As expected, greenhouse gases concentration were lower in well-implemented gas treatment system than in open system with no gas treatment. The effect of aeration and turning on greenhouse gases emission have also been studied. Turned piles produce less nitrous oxide and methane than static systems. For Takakura composting, a proper composting medium ratio is essential as it is stimulating the composting process with a fermentation liquid made from locally sourced components and promoting the growth of the native microorganism presence. Next is 1.2 Problem Statement. Methane has been a significant contributor to global climate change. It comes in second only to carbon dioxide in terms of global warming contribution. Environmentalists are becoming increasingly concerned about the discharge of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. The consequences of inaction resulting in the release of uncontrolled greenhouse gases, resulting in the rising of sea levels, the melting of glaciers, and climate change. The objective of the study are to prepare quality compost from food waste generated from Unimas cafeteria via Takakura composting method, to quantify the emission of carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and ammonia from Takakura composting method, to analyze greenhouse gases concentration and emission throughout the composting process. Next is literature review. Food waste. Food waste is a global issue that affects farmers, food wholesalers, restaurants, households, and individuals. Food waste is defined as food thrown out by retailers due to color or appearance and plate waste by consumers. Food waste consists of items such as a half-finished meal left on a restaurant plate, discarded food from preparing meals at home, and sour milk that a family spills down the sink to avoid washing their hands. Worldwide, over 1.3 billion tons of food are discarded each year, accounting for one-third of all produced food for human use. The quantity of food lost or wasted each year costs the globe $2.6 trillion and would be enough to sustain all the world's 815 million starving people 4 times over. Fear of running out of food supply and thus storing more than needed, panic buying among consumers owing to particular unknown conditions such as pandemic COVID-19, resulting in higher waste. Next is 2.2 Impact to the environment, human, and other living things. Farmers have gradually entered wild areas in search of more fertile terrain to maximize agricultural production, resulting in the demise of biodiversity. Deforestation, conversion of the wild region to farmland, and slash and burn have damaged natural habitats for birds, fish, mammals, and amphibians. Synthetic insecticides used in crop production have contributed significantly to nitrogen, phosphorus and chemical contaminants in streams, river and coastal waterways, affecting marine life and other aquatic life in general. 2.3 Existing method to reduce food waste. Globally, the food waste prevention method encourages food donation policies, food distribution for animal feed, incentive on food waste avoidance, modified waste collection design, and laws to ban organic landfill waste. Food waste can be recycled to reduce food waste through composting. It is a method of returning organic matter to nature, including restoring plant food to the soil. Environmentally friendly food purchase management is predicted to encourage the community to eat the food they have purchased, therefore reducing food waste. 2.5 Takakura composting. Mr. Koji Takakura devised one of the most popular composting systems. Takakura composting allows organic waste from food or yard trash decomposes in 2 weeks, and it helps reduce the amount of waste that end up in landfill. Composting with Takakura method comprises several processes, including preparing the fermenting liquid and the decomposing substrate. The fermentation liquid and composting media must be readily available and sustainable and contain beneficial microorganisms. Next is methodology. For the preparation of sugar solution, 6 liters of water will be mixed with 0.4 kg brown sugar and 1.2 kg of yogurt, dried yeast ball, and tempeh. For the preparation of saline solution, 6 liters of water will be mixed with 0.12 kg of salt and 1.2 kg of vegetable leaf and fruit peel. Next, the preparation of base material using rice bran and rice husk is as stated on the slide. For the preparation of fermenting bed, the fermenting liquid will be added to the base material and thoroughly mixed together. A small amount of water will be added to keep the liquid at an adequate level. For the composting process, all forms of food will be processed except for grease, oil, raw meat, and bones. The water will be squeezed out of the waste before it is applied, which will prevent the compost from becoming overly wet. It will be necessary to mix the compost once each day to let air reach the bacteria. Sampling and analytical methods. The emission of greenhouse gases during composting will be assessed using a modified vented chamber method. Using a 0.5 liter Tedlar gas sampling bag, sample of gas will be taken from the spaghetti tubing after it has been purified. After the food waste has been incorporated into the fermenting bed for 2 days, gas samples will be taken at weekly intervals commencing 2 days after that. All profile gas samples will be analyzed using a gas chromatograph equipped with a thermal conductivity detector on the same day they are collected. 4.0 Expected outcome. Based on this study, quality compost can be prepared from food waste generated from the UNIMAS cafeteria via Takakura composting method. The emission of greenhouse gases from the Takakura composting method can be analyzed and determined for the Takakura composting process to help in avoiding greenhouse gases emission from landfills. Here is the work schedule plan to complete the study. The study will start in January 2022 and final report can be submitted at the end of June 2022. And finally, here is the list of references. That is all from me. Thank you.